What's up, guys? Today we will be going over the raid of Harper's Ferry, led and conducted by a white man named of John Brown, which is this guy right here. Yeah, he doesn't look very happy, does he? Well, we're about to go down why he's not happy and what he did with the raid of Harper's Ferry, which concluded for, I think it was 2 days, I believe, October 16th to October 18th of 1859. So 36 hours. That's crazy. All right, first let's do a little background check on John Brown here. He was born in Connecticut in 1800s and raised in Ohio. He came from a very anti-slavery family. Good on that. He spent much of his life failing at a variety of businesses. He even declared bankruptcy in his early 40s.
What?
That's kind of crazy, man. But in 1837, his life took a huge plot twist when he attended a abolition meeting in Cleveland. All right, this is when Brown had a huge change of plans and decided to publicly announce his dedication to destroying the institution of slavery. So now you're hearing this, you're like, wait a minute, this is going good. It's about to take a turn. All right, as the early of 1848, he was formulating a plan to incite an insurrection. Insurrection, that's a pretty big word. Let me break it down for you. Basically, he wants to whoop some government butt with nothing but violence. You see what I did? Let's continue. And yes, I'm using Word, guys, for my script because my memory is horrible. But let's go. Let's continue. Okay, in 1850s, Brown traveled to Kansas with five of his sons, which, just magically popped out of nowhere. And by the way, fun fact, did you know John Brown had 19 kids? Yeah, 19. Like, just why, dude? Why? But you know what? We're not here to talk about his love life. We're here to talk about the raid. So let's get back to it. To fight against pro-slavery forces in the contest over that territory after pro-slavery men raided the abolitionist town of Lawrence on May 21st, 1856, Brown personally sought revenge several days later. So he and his sons, I'm stuttering a lot, he and his sons attacked a group of cabins along what does that say? I can't see. Potawatomi Creek. I believe that's how you say it. They killed 5 men with broadswords and triggered a summer of guerrilla warfare in the troubled territory. One of Brown's sons was killed in the fighting, which, that sucks, bro. By 1857, Brown returned to the East and began raising money to carry out his vision of a mass uprising of slaves. He secured the backing of 6 prominent abolitionists known as the Secret Six. Sounds like some type of karate clan or something. It's crazy. To assemble an invasion force, his army grew to include more than 20 men, including several black men and 3 of Brown's own sons. Because, he just has plenty of sons to supply. The group rented a Maryland farm near Harper's Ferry and prepared for the assault. Oh yeah, the assault. Now we're getting to the part. On the night of October 16, 1859, Brown and his band overran the federal arsenal. Some of his men rounded up a handful of hostages, including a few slaves. Word of the raid spread like wildfire. Because, guys, I'm not going to go into every little thing he did, but he was doing a lot. They were just throwing stuff on fire, shooting, there was just a lot going on, all right? But of course, word got to the popo, and Brown and his men were surrounded by the U.S. Marines. At this time, 57? 57? You're old, dude. 57 John Brown and was highly wounded, I might add, while 10 of his men were killed, including 2 of his sons. Faced with charges of murder, Hold on. There's more here. There's more. Oh, wait, no. Oh, yep. Rebel and conspiring with enslaved people to rebel and treason against the state of Virginia. Oh, wow. That's, yeah. John Brown's trial began October 27 and lasted 5 days. And, you know, of course, he was guilty. I mean, come on, let's be real. Jurors took only 45 minutes to reach a decision, which is, yeah, that makes sense, for him to be guilty of all charges. On November 2, Brown was sentenced to hang on the gallows. And let me give you another fun fact here. Before his execution, he handed his guard a slip of paper that read,
I, John Brown, am now quite certain that the crimes of this guilty man will never be purged away but with blood.
That's pretty deep. And by the way, 6 of his men who were captured alongside with him were also tied and hanged. Out of the whole raid, only 5 men escaped. And with that is the conclusion to the raid of Harper's Ferry. I didn't really get that deep into it, but we got 3 to 5 minutes. So, I can't really break it down like how I want to, but that is basically the gist of it. Now I want to end this video with the lesson of the day. What did we learn today, kids? Violence is never the answer. As Martin Luther King Jr. once said, violence begets violence. So please, instead of violence, how about we just, keep the peace, my brothers and sisters. And with that being said, I want to go ahead and conclude this video. Thank you for watching. Thank you for listening, and have a blessed day. See ya.